And now let's improvise this fugue combining all these elements. Okay, very good. Let's now start step by step and let's go in depth into this business because it's something not so simple. The most important and the most difficult thing I would say is that if you want to improvise a fugue, there are so many things to know. It's not only a fact of a subject, a fact of one thing, but you have to know sequences, you know in practice, sequences, cadences, modulations, imitations, suspensions, movement of the bass, movement of the voices, so many things. So diminutions, so many things. So it's not something we can learn in only one step. We have to divide this huge topic into smaller topics. For this, and because it's very important to learn one thing at a time, and it's not simple, let's be clear, it's not simple. In some months, weeks, I am publishing a very, very huge work I have been working from 1 year ago. Yeah, I started 1 year ago, where thanks to which you can learn every single kind of thing about Partimento. So sequences, modulations, all the schemata are organized. So this would be a very useful resource for all people who want to go in depth in improvisation and of course composition, because they are two faces of the same way of thinking according to the historical system. Let me see if the audio is started. Okay, and first of all, let's see how I organize this fugue. I have here a sketch with a structure I wrote before recording this video, and then let's write first of all the subject. The subject is very simple, so we are in F major, and so you can also download this PDF from my Patreon page with the link in the description, which is very useful if you want to follow exactly all the steps I'm doing with you. Now, we are in F major, so let's write fugue in F ut, because it's a ut, mi, sol, ut, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol. This is the ancient system, solmisation, for reading horizontal music melody. Learn solmisation. You find fa, mi, et mi, fa, e sotto musica in the description. So, first of all, the subject. We are in 6/8. Sol, 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 mi, fa, sol, la, sol, re, mi, fa, sol, mi. As you can see, so we have sol, 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 mi, fa, sol, la, re, mi, fa, sol, mi. This is our subject. Sol, fa, sol, mi. Perfect. So it's very important then that when you have a subject, you analyze the subject. So you have sol, mi, la, re, sol, and you find a counterpoint, especially in thirds and sixths, which are reversible. So mi, fa, mi, fa. This can be a good counter melody, mi, fa, so 6, 6, 3, a good counter melody we will put in our fugue fa, then suspension 2, 6. This, for example, is a pattern, suspension 2, 6, which can be reversed in 7, 3. So mi, la, re, sol, fa, mi. And it's very important to know every single thing. Now, so we have sol, 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 mi, fa, sol, la, re, sol, fa, sol, mi, which is mi, fa, mi, fa. Very good. This is the step. Now, The next step is consists in deciding, first of all, how to put the subject in the exposition, so the first part of our fugue, and then the answer, so the subject at the fifth degree, starting from Che. First of all, let's highlight which are the structural notes. This Sol, Mi, La, Re, Sol, Mi, and let's also write these names in solmisation. So we have Sol, Mi, La, Re, Sol, Mi. In any key, for example, this subject in D major, Sol, Mi, La, Re, Sol, Mi, and for this solmisation is really useful. Sol, Mi, La, Re, Sol, Mi, as you can see. Now, since the subject is starting with Sol, the answer will start with Fa. Fa, 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 Mi. So Sol, Mi becomes Fa, Mi, because it's the fifth degree of a key, so the answer is the so-called tonal answer, and it's not the real answer. The real answer, you know, as you can see, there are so many things to know. The real answer is the exact transposition. The tonal answer is with a notation a little different. Sol, Mi, Fa, Mi. So the answer of this is Fa, Mi, Fa, Mi. So in here 6/8, of course, Fa, 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 Mi, and then it continues in the same way. Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Sol, La, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, Mi, La, Sol, La, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, Mi, as you can see, Sol, Fa, Sol, Mi, in the other hexachords. So in the hexachords based on Che, with Do, Fa, 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 Mi, and so let's write here Fa, Fa, Mi, La, Re, Sol, Sol, Mi, and this is the answer. And also here we can individuate and we can write a counter melody. So the same works. So Mi in this case is B, B, C, 3, 6, 2, 6, 3, and intervals then are the same. Here instead of a 6 we have a fifth, so we could also arrive from the previous step. So Re, Mi, Fa, and this is very useful. Then you will understand why in the next steps, the following steps. Now we have, as you can see, 3 into 6, 2, 6, 3, and then 3, 6, 2, 6, 3. I suggest that you practice any single step. With both hands, right hand, then left hand, and then now both, and now with diminutions, so right hand, then both hands, let's talk about the first part, because we have all the elements for our exposition, so the entry of the 4 voices. Let's write here the structure. So we start with the exposition. So we have exp, which is, this is cantus, so the soprano, starting in F. F, not with the note, the letter F, so F, but on the hexachord on F, so sol, mi, F major, sol, mi, here, and the answer will be, I wrote in alto, for example, on the other hexachord on che. So, sol, mi, la, re, sol, mi, and then I'll put this with the blue melody now in the top voice in double counterpoint. Re, mi, fa, adding then some diminutions. Re, mi, fa. Then, if you like, at the end, instead of fa, mi, fa, you could also do this. So, fa, mi, re. So, with a flat fa, mi, re. This flat, be, fa, helps you to come back to the previous key, so F major, in order to prepare the ear for the new entry in F. This is something we can imagine like the passo indietro, which is an important kind of cadence belonging to the group of alto cadences, so the cadences which figures 4-3 or 5-4-3 in the bass, and it's very important for coming back to the previous keys. I also have in some parts I should have here the passo indietro. This one, I have the recipe altus cadence, as you can see, altus, because it belongs to the group of alto cadences. So we are using now this ingredient, alto cadence, passo indietro, back step. In Italian means back step. So sol, fa, mi, and so we have this, which is sol, mi, la, re, sol, fa, mi, la, re, sol. And then we have to prepare the new entry, so the tenor on the hexachord F. So with che. Sol, 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 mi, fa, sol, la, mi, fa, sol, fa, sol, mi. Another thing to know is the harmonic implication of a long fifth degree. For example, here on a long fifth degree, we can use a another pattern. We can embed a pattern which is the double cadence or cadenza doppia. Let's write in blue double cadence. And now I show you why. Double. A double cadence consists in 3-5, 4-6, 4-5, 3-5, and so we can use, or also write from the 7th. So, and so, sol, 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 mi, or sol, mi. We can use the double cadence. So let's take the double cadence from the Partimento Magic Box. Here we have all our ingredients. Look how it's beautiful, very beautiful. At the double cadence, this one, let's see double. Here, sol, mi, this way. Yeah, so sol, mi, and then we prepare la, re, sol, yes, sol, mi, fa, mi, re, mi, so si, la, re, mi, fa, sol, mi, fa, si, re, mi, fa, sol, mi. This way. Sol, da, di, da, And then we continue with our counterpoint. So fa, fa, mi, in the alto fa, 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 mi, and we put now the melody, the subject in the tenor. Sol, 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 mi, la, re, sol, mi, and then the bass. Fa, 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 mi, fa, sol, la, sol, la, re, mi, fa, sol, mi. So one thing at a time. Then we have the bass, B on the other hexachord, so the hexachord on Che. And so fa, 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 mi, fa, mi, fa. And so from the beginning we have cantus sol, mi, la, re, sol, mi, fa, mi, la, re, sol, mi, sol, mi, la, re, sol, fa, this way. This is our exposition. And so you have to know basso continuo, all this pattern is not something simple because we have many elements. Now, after the exposition, we could put a sequence, for example, and the sequence I want to put here is a 3 down, 2 up. Let's take 3 down, 2 up here in a blue pattern. So oh my God. I'm destroying the Partimento Magic Box. This one, the 3 down, 2 up, 3 down, 2 up, 3 down, 2 up, 3 down, 2 up. Where is it? Someone. Oh, where is it? Someone took my 3 down, 2 ups. No, that's not possible. Where is it? Oh, here. 3 down, 2 up. Was the first one. And so sol, which features then arrives to F, E, Fa, E, F, D, C sharp, D, B, C, arriving to the dominant, so to the 5th degree, arriving to C. So we have this cadence, so the bass, Fa, 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 Mi, Fa, La, Sol, La, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Sol, Mi. For example, then using 5, 6, 3, 5, 5, 6, 3, 5, 3, 3, 5, 5, 6, 5, 3, 5, 6, 5, 5, 3, 3, 6, 5 this way. And so we have exposition and then this. Okay. As you can imagine, it's a little bit boring, so we have to add something. For example, a movement in the bass, something like this. So, for example, Fa, mi, re, la, sol, fa, mi, no, mi, la, sol, la, sol, la, sol, fa, sol, this way. And also with imitations in the right hand. So we have yeah, for example, leading to another point. And so here we use sequence, 3 down, 2 up. Now we use 3 voices in sequences, usually. So, exposition plus sequence. Fa, mi, re, mi, fa, mi, and here we can start something like a counter-exposition. So another exposition where we put now the subject in F, in F in the alto, because before it was on the hexachord on Che. So now we start with the alto here in the counter-exposition. This time alto takes F, so sol, mi, and the cantus will reply with the answer. So, yeah, but let's write in the right line. F, and then sol, mi, so che, cantus on che, che, si, si, this way. Beautiful. So now we have, for example, in the middle. So, so after the sequence, here, sol, 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 fa, sol, la, sol, la, re, fa, sol, fa, sol. You have to practice harmonizing melodies in the middle. So this is something you need to practice separate with other exercises. Now I won't focus on this because, otherwise this video will be long 20 hours. That's not the best thing. So, we said and now subject on F, so the answer we can say in modern terms. This is a structure. With diminutions, simple. And so the counter-exposition starts, for example, this way. Sol, 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 mi, sol. And now, in the same way, the bass starts and then the tenor follows. So we have bass B with the F and then the tenor with G. So fa, sol, sol, so, alto, soprano, bass, sol, 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 mi, fa, sol, la, re, mi, fa, sol, mi, and then tenor, fa, 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 mi, fa, sol, la, re, mi, fa, sol, mi. And this way we also finish the counter-exposition. Now, let's write counter-exposition, counter-exp. If you like this kind of content and if you want to help me to be able with time to make all these beautiful videos, support this project on Patreon, then you can have access to many other videos, and you can also learn Solmisation if you want to join. Fa, mi, e mi fa, e Tota Musica, and Solmisation is something that a Musicus Practicus needs to know. So let's play exposition, sequence, and counter-exposition. Perfect. Many times composition is a game of combinations. You could be well acquainted with the greatest secrets of harmony, but if you don't know how to harmonize them, they are of little use. You might possess a refined skill in counterpoint, but if you don't know how to connect this magical ingredient, it becomes entirely useless. You might also know all the patterns of the gallant style, but if you don't know how to mix, blend and organize them, you are not unleashing their maximum energy. With a few simple and well-organized steps, you too can become a wizard in the art of composing through combinations. Thanks to the Partimento Magic Box, I've devised a highly effective system with which you can compose many pieces by combining the different ingredients of musical composition, much like preparing a magical potion or a delightful recipe. Discover all the ingredients, create effective combinations, and become a wizard of musical composition. Explore all the recipes on this page. And now we need another sequence to, in order to modulate, for example, to another key. I wrote D minor because F major, let's follow with D minor. So, because we are very low, we need a sequence that moves up. So, Monte 5-6. Let's take Monte 5-6 from the beautiful Partimento Magic Box. I am really excited for this video because it's beautiful to experiment fugues, adding colorful things like this ingredient from the Partimento Magic Box. So where is the Monte 5-6? This one. And since we need to modulate to D minor, we need to add, for example, the C sharp. And so using the melodic scale, the C sharp exactly, which is the leading tone of the melodic scale of D minor. So we have the Monte 5-6 here. I don't know how to put all these ingredients. I need a plate, something here. So next time. And so after arriving here, for example, we can use this is the structure C sharp, and then we use a cadence, compound cadence, for example, this way. So we arrive to this cadence. We use triplets in order to keep the movement of the subject. Perfect. And we played then a cadence to D minor. So let's write sequence, so another sequence, so this way, and then we go to the next line. So sequence to D minor, sequence. So we use now Monte 5-6, Monte, yes, let's write this in blue, Monte 5-6, leading to D minor, so to D minor, this way. Let's write it better. D minor. Beautiful. Now, let's play again the counter-exposition and then the sequence. So, counter-exposition, we started with the altos. Now we need to study this subject in minor. So if in major we have Sol, Mi, Do, in minor we will have La, Fa, Re. So Sol, Mi, La, Re, Sol, Mi. In minor becomes, for example, F major, a step up we have G minor. Let's play in G minor. La, Fa, Fa, Mi, La, Re. No. La, Fa, Fa, Mi, La, Fa. This. And so in D minor we have thinking with solmisation is very useful. I suggest that you, if you want to learn the thing, you study solmisation. You have many ways for studying solmisation. You can read many books, you can study with, for me, at Mi Fai Sotto Musica. You find the link in the description. So la 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 fa sol la fa super la fa sol la fa mi fa mi fa sol la fa mi fa mi fa sol la fa mi fa sol la fa, this way, mi fa sol la fa, yeah, it's recording. Okay, mi fa sol la fa, and so we have la fa do no, what is this? La fa, oh, okay, Kyrie. Fa mi la fa, this way, la fa mi la fa, and so the counter melody, the counter subject we need will be sol or re, or do, 6 do, re, do, re, so re, do, re, or fa, sol la, sol fa, mi fa sol la, this. And then the answer will be la fa sol la fa mi fa sol la fa, or sol fa mi sol fa sol la fa mi fa sol la fa. And so fa sol, this sol instead of la fa sol fa, sol fa sol la fa sol la fa mi fa sol la fa mi fa sol la fa. And here we can use the same counter melody in A minor. So for example, starting this way. For example, putting it in the top, but let's also write it in the bottom. So no. Yeah, let's write in the top, which is actually the same, just an octave higher. So arriving from the previous step as here, if you want. So fa sol la, 3 6 6 6 3 7 3 3 6, and the very interesting thing is that what here is 3 becomes 6, which is the inversion. The 6 is the inversion of the third, because the sum is 9. 3 plus 6 is 9. Then 6, of course, is 3. 2 becomes 7th, and 6 becomes again 3. And then 6 and 3. And so now we can continue our, let's first of all write solfeggio syllables. So sol, fa, mi, la, fa. The hexachord is on J ut. So let's also write the hexachord J ut. Here is Che ut. here is Fa mi re do Ce ut, and here is F ut. So we arrived up to this point, sequence to D minor, and then we have an exposition in D minor, complete exposition, like at the beginning. So the same we had here, this one, but now in another key. So cantus, this time D, so D minor, then altus, A minor, so the fifth degree of D, now tenor, D minor, D, and bass, bassus, A minor, this way. And so we arrived, for example, with a compound cadence. Since we're using three voices, we can add one more voice as the new subject. Mi, fa, for example, mi, fa, and the new voice joins with A. La, 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 fa, la, fa. So then alto, sol, D, F natural, F sharp in order to move to G sharp. And we continue with two voices in order to make clear the subject. Then, for example, tenor, la, sol, la, for example, la, sol, la, fa, and then for example, so let's do it again very clear, very slowly. This way, la, so and you're just adding diminutions in order to have something which moves on in terms of rhythm. Perfect, so la, fa, fa, mi, la, la, fa, sol, sol, la, sol, la, fa, la, fa, mi, la, sol, la, fa. And then we can use another sequence in order to move, for example, to G minor, so the fourth degree. Another sequence can be, for example, the quintuple sequence. So let's take the quintuple sequence from the Partimento Magic Box. Let's open it in the right way in order to not put all on the floor. So we have the quintuple, this one, fifth down, fourth up, this way. No, I don't have enough space. There's something very crazy, but it's okay. We are crazy. Then. So quintuple, we arrived here. So la, re, so A, D, G, C, F, B. So we want to lead to G minor. So F, B flat, E flat, A, D, G. So we arrived here. And we can also shift, so because this is very long, can divide the sequence into two sequences, as very times Bach does. So, quintful, and then forward on. So we have quintful and then another sequence which is 7/6 forward on. Let's take the ingredient, 7/6 forward on. This one, 7/6 forward on, which is so let's write sequence to G minor, quintful, and then plus 7/6 forward on, and so we get another subject, maybe a little bit shorter, for example. If you like the chromaticism. And then the subject. So after this we need another part, so we need a new exposition, maybe this time shorter, so only two, answer and dux and comes. So another exposition, G minor, exp in G minor. Here we have D minor, so let's write exp D minor, exp D minor, exp G minor, so D, F. Also this time we change the key, so for example it's like if we are reading here but with another key, which is so we need D in this point, so mezzo soprano clef, La, Fa, Fa, Mi, La, Re, with two flats, La, Fa, G minor. And the answer will be Sol, Fa, in the same key. Sol, Fa, same key, I mean using the same clef. In Italian we use chiave, so clef, but here is key, different words. Sol, no, it's not, yeah, Sol, Fa, as you can see. Sol, Fa, because it's underlined, we have Mi here. So La, Fa, Sol, Fa, and so we have then after this sequence subject, for example the cantus G minor, and then in the bass the answer, the comes in D minor, for example. So La, Sol, for example. So let's play the sequence. Or and then another sequence, for example, to come back to F major. So for example we can use the tied bass in order to use another kind of sequence. So tied bass, let's take the tied bass. Where is the tied bass? Here, tied bass, and this way use the tied bass in this point. So now another sequence, tied sequence leading to F major. So we came back to home. Tied bass, tied bass, tied bass. Here we are in G minor. And then we can use something else in order to arrive to a cadence. And then, for example, another exposition using this time false entries. So what do I mean? I mean, for example, fa, 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 mi. And stop, new head of the subject, so fa, 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 mi. Now the alto, sol, 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 mi, fa, sol, la, re, mi, fa. And then sol, fa, sol, fa, 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 fa. For example, fa, 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 mi, fa, sol, do, sol, 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 mi, fa, sol. So the effect is and the last one in the bass can be true. For example, sol, sol, sol. And then this way. So let's start a little bit down. For example, here, sol, 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 fa, 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 fa. And then we are in a point where we can just continue create tension before arriving to an end using our fantasy, so like a stilus fantasticus, adding diminution scales after the final strict stretto. Just continue as you want. For example, here let's write this. For example, we have a cantus. We said cantus false F. I mean false entry. So on C, on the other hexachord. So F, for example, F, sol mi, and then the alto false C, then tenor false F, and then now bass true. So let's just write B, C, and then other, in order to create tension. So yeah, we said false, sol, 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 sol. And so now, after all this, let's first of all take a cough because I need to breath a little, and then now let's combine all these elements that you will see at the beginning of this video. And now let's improvise this fugue combining all these elements. a little bit noise at the end and other subjects, but the Fugue, I like it, it's okay. See you in the next video, and if you like all these videos, support this project on Patreon, support all the things, and become a very true Musicus Practicus. You know, look at the description and you can find all. Many times composition is a game of combinations. You could be well acquainted with the greatest secrets of harmony, but if you don't know how to harmonize them, they are of little use. You might possess a refined skill in counterpoint, but if you don't know how to connect this magical ingredient, it becomes entirely useless. You might also know all the patterns of the gallant style, but if you don't know how to mix, blend and organize them, you are not unleashing their maximum energy. With a few simple and well-organized steps, you too can become a wizard in the art of composing through combinations. Thanks to the Partimento Magic Box, I've devised a highly effective system with which you can compose many pieces by combining the different ingredients of musical composition, much like preparing a magical potion or a delightful recipe. Discover all the ingredients, create effective combinations, and become a wizard of musical composition. Explore all the recipes on this page.